about how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do think that works. Andrea Catania, how about you?
100% works.
100% works. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. Even Emily thinks that works. That is Emily. She's saying hello as we stayed home today because of the snow. So welcome to the Heart of Influence. And I have the honor and privilege of introducing. So let's kick it off. And we're going to start coming all the way from Ojai, California, entertainment attorney, empowering creators to protect, negotiate, and monetize intellectual property across film, television, publishing, and digital media. 5-time best-selling author and host of entertainment business podcasts, spotlighting industry innovators, shaping creativity and commerce, nationally featured legal expert and board leader, guiding artists and entrepreneurs in strategic legacy building and IP stewardship. Let's welcome to the show, Tisha Morris. Hello, Tisha. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And we kick this show off with a fun fact, as you heard in the green room. Could be something cool, something amazing that you've done, something that you're proud of. But Tisha, something that would make us go, Tisha, no way.
Okay, I not only am an attorney, but I am a feng shui master.
Feng shui master in the house. Tisha, what is like the most unique thing that you've done in the realm of feng shui that like really had an impact for someone?
So one of my specialties, I don't do it anymore, but is clearing ghosts out of people's homes.
Oh, so like a new age Ghostbuster.
Yes.
Wow, Tisha, that is
Very cool
awesome.
indeed.
Attorney by day, Ghostbuster by night. Tisha, are you ready to have some fun?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Rolling with Tisha from Detroit, Michigan, founder of Goddess Power Retreat and host of the Goddess Power Show, empowering high-achieving women to awaken feminine energy as a superpower. Best-selling author, journalist, and publisher who has ghostwritten and produced more than 60 books, sharing stories that inspire and elevate. Nationally featured media voice, integrating wellness, spirituality, and empowerment to help women live bolder, brighter, more radiant lives. Let's welcome to the show, Elizabeth Atkins.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Elizabeth, to the Heart of Influence. And Elizabeth, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact is that you've mentioned my books, but I started Two Sisters Writing and Publishing 10 years ago in February with my sister. And it is our passion to write, publish, and promote amazing books. And my fun fact is right now I'm actually ghostwriting 3 big books for very accomplished people. So I'm in hermit mode.
You're in hermit mode. Well, we are honored that you came out of hermit mode to join us here on the Heart of Influence today. Elizabeth, and are you ready to have some fun?
Yes, thank you.
Let's do it. Now, your big names, are those people that you can mention or you can't mention yet?
Oh yeah, you may not have heard of them, but the former mayor of Detroit, Dennis Archer, the first black vice president of Ford Motor Company, the first black president of the American Red Cross. I wrote a book with Billy D. Williams, the actor. It was a love story. It's really hot. So yeah, but there are people who've really gone from impossible odds to achieving tremendous success personally and professionally.
That is awesome, Elizabeth. Well, congratulations on that.
And that seems to be who Elizabeth is attracted to. Nelson Mandela among them. So you're consistent.
That is impressive. We've got Elizabeth in the house. Welcome to the Heart of Influence, Elizabeth. And are you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York. Creative content developer, leader, and recognized actress, blending storytelling and visual impact to inspire authenticity through immersive, engaging media experiences, advisor and mentoring, empowering individuals to embrace resilience and self-discovery through insightful guidance and transformative coaching. Authenticity leader, fostering communities of creators and seekers, uniting bold vision with compassion, creativity, and purposeful personal growth. Let's welcome to the show, Viveka Penn.
Hello, everybody.
Viveka. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Viveka, what is your fun fact?
I learned how to juggle in 12 minutes this past Thanksgiving.
You learned how to juggle in 12 minutes? Like, what were you juggling?
I guess practice juggle hacky sack.
Wow.
I don't know what you would really call them, but that's what I would assume.
Viveka, are you like, is there a professional juggling act in your future?
No, I think it's really good to rest the nervous system, which is odd enough. And it's just a really fun hobby. I think it was cool to pick up.
I could definitely see that. Impressive. Viveka is a juggler. And Viveka, are you ready to have some fun?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Viveka, the juggler, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And coming from New York, New York, visionary innovator merging neuroscience, creativity, and technology to design human-centered systems that elevate potential. Founder shaping feature learning through AI-driven platforms and that personalized growth, skill, and human development. Multidisciplinary creator, transforming science into storytelling, empowering individuals and organizations to thrive authentically. Let's welcome to the show, I think I'm going to get this right because I already forgot the rhymes, Shafik.
Bahu. Saved by the clap track. I love it.
What's that?
I said saved by the clap track. I love it.
But I did remember the Yahoo part. So I remember the Bahu part. Did I get the first name right? Because I forgot the rhyme for the first one.
Unique Shafiq. And
Unique Shafiq. So I didn't get it right. Shafiq. Bahu. Welcome to the Heart of Influence, Shafiq. And Shafiq, your fun fact.
Thank you. So before doing AI automation and researching how it influences human development, I kidnapped George Clooney in Men Who Stare at Goats when I was 22 years old.
You did what with George Clooney?
I kidnapped him. So my role, I was acting, but my role was kidnapper number 2. So I was the second person kidnapping George Clooney in that movie. back in
Shafiq, I know a lot of ladies that would like to kidnap George Clooney, but you got the honors. That is one of the coolest fun facts that I've heard on the show. Shafiq, that is a cool fun fact. And are you ready to have some fun?
I am absolutely ready to have a blast.
Let's do it. Next up from San Juan, Puerto Rico, mission-driven CEO transforming access into capital through human-centered AI and radically simplified financial technology. Excited multi-time founder and former bank president, renowned for building visionary companies from scratch with empathy and precision. Global leader inspiring conscious entrepreneurship by blending strategic excellence, emotional intelligence, and deep commitment to elevating human connection. Let's welcome to the show, Julia Whippo. Julia, hello. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Julia, what is your fun fact?
So my fun fact is that I once wore a dress made 90% out of chocolate on national television.
Were you on like Rent the, not, what's that show? It's not Rent the Runway. It's like, but it's Runway something.
I was on, it was the Food Network, Chocolate Runway. And I wore a flapper dress made out of millions of beads of chocolate. It just like moved when I walked. It was really cool.
How did you end up on that show where you got to wear a chocolate dress?
Well, I modeled when I was younger. So I did like New York Fashion Week, Seoul Fashion Week. I was a runway model. In Colorado and LA and Korea and New York, and landed that casting. It was the most fun job I ever had, though.
That is wild. I can't even imagine. And like, don't go outside in the dress, because if it's hot and the chocolate starts to melt, that could be a complete disaster. But a chocolate dress. And did you have any of the chocolate off of your dress, Julia?
Of course.
Of course. She's eating the dress right off of her, Julia. That is awesome. That is an awesome fun fact. Welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you.
Coming from New York, founder of LIMBS, inspired by overcoming a debilitating illness through discipline, resilience, and purposeful reinvention. Wellness transformation coach, empowering high performers to build discipline, health, confidence, and lasting personal freedom. Guides passionate professionals with personalized systems supporting peak performance, mental clarity, and sustained success. Let's welcome to the show, Tris Azar.
Thanks for having me.
Hello, Tris. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Tris, you have some kind of hard fun facts to beat today. So what do you got for us? What's your fun fact for today, Tris?
Okay. I just acted in a television show with Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe at the same time. So that's pretty strange and like an interesting mixture of people. So
Tracy Morgan, and who was the other person?
Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter.
Oh, that is super cool. And right now, Sean is in Houston, Texas. Had a huge meeting in Houston, Texas, maybe joining us a little bit later. But they are all at a restaurant called The Hobbit. That's like based on, yes. So what a coincidence. And that is crazy. We have some actors and actresses in the house. Tris, that is awesome. And are you ready to have some fun today?
Oh, so much fun.
So much fun. Let's do it. Next up, coming from Michigan, philanthropic beauty innovator, uplifting women with cancer or hair loss through heartfelt services, compassionate and community care. Founder and pioneer of products like Grab and Go hair cap, transforming beauty convenience, serial beauty industry, author, advocate, empowering women and children through creativity, education, representation, and inspired leadership. Let's welcome to the show, Nay Clark. Nay, welcome to the Heart of Influence and your fun fact.
My fun fact is, before I became a licensed cosmetologist and instructor, I had dreams of being a lawyer. But when I was in 6th grade, I got a detention and I just dropped those dreams and thought like my record was ruined. So I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to go to Harvard. And I thought once I got this detention, it was just over. And I just changed my mind and I just wanted to be a hairstylist.
That is fun. Life after detention is over. Nay, if life was over after detention, I don't think I would have made it very far because I might have been in detention a lot.
Didn't even know what getting in trouble was. I was the president of my class and everything. When I got a detention, I just was distraught.
Life is over. Life is over. But life isn't over yet. Is there still any plans of maybe becoming a lawyer in the future?
You know what? Maybe. I really have plans of getting my PhD. So, you never know. You never know. I'm full of surprises. So
I do know, Andrea, I feel like we had someone on the show one time that like went to law school like way later in life. I don't know if anybody's ringing a bell to you, but I do remember that. So that is awesome. Nay, are you ready to have some fun?
Of course.
Of course she is. Let's go. Next up, the woman that, wait, hold on. I feel like I missed somebody. Did I miss somebody? Hold on. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I got everybody. All right, that takes us to the producer who brought us all here together from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of The Heart of Influence, General Counsel and Chief Ecosystem Officer at Callagy Law. Let's welcome to the show, Andrea Catania. Andrea, welcome to your show and the fun fact that you would like to share with this group today.
Quick shout out to Vivica for co-producing and inviting some extraordinary folks. And my fun fact for Nay is I went to law school with a 3.5-year-old and a 10-month-old nursing baby in the midst of a divorce. And if I could do that, you could do whatever you set your mind to, girlfriend. So
thank you.
That's my fun fact for today.
Needed that. Thank you. Thank you.
That is an awesome fun fact and super inspiring fun fact. Thank you, Andrea Catania. And I will introduce myself as my co-host is not here today. I've been co-hosting this show for almost 5 years, 1,800 episodes-ish so far with more than 8,000 guests. Absolutely insane. I started selling crafts on my front lawn as an 8-year-old. Team, if we can switch the screen.
Yeah. Bella Big.
Yes. I started selling crafts on my parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old. And I had an incredible business model because my parents would take me shopping at Michael's, and I would make these crafts and then I would keep all the profits. Not quite how business works today, but as an 8-year-old, I was making bank. When that was no longer a thing. At 18 years old, I was introduced to a network marketing company and became a top income earner in that company. Then went into commercial real estate where I was the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada for 3 years, youngest woman ever and first woman ever to do so. And now I am the co-producer or co-host of The Heart of Influence in partnership with Unblinded. So that is a little bit about me. And thank you, team. And my fun fact that I will go with today, since I left this part out of my bio, in high school, I also sold drugs. And now I am a pastor. So my fun fact is I've gone from drug dealer to God dealer. So that is my fun fact for today, everyone.
Love it.
Yes. So on that note, we've had a little bit of fun, and now we're going to play a game because all business is built on the ability to cause yes and through shared experiences. And Plato said, a friend of Andrea said, if we play a game for an hour, we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. So we play the game of Hello to Yes, of influence, because that's how all business is built. And so what it'll look like is we have Elizabeth and Trisha that are in the participant seat, and Andrea Catania will be anybody that you want her to be, that you would
Whoever.
what?
I said whoever.
Yes. Whoever you would like Andrea Catania to be, that you would like to cause a yes with. So she could be a yes for an ideal client. She could be a yes for a philanthropic partner. Could be to speak on a stage. Whatever meaningful yes is for you that you would like to get. So Andrea, who would you like to start with?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, who would you like Andrea Catania to be? Oh, just unmute for us.
I would like Andrea to be the most powerful female movie producer in Hollywood.
Oh, does that movie producer have a name, or is she just going to be Andrea, the movie producer?
So she's sort of a blend between Shonda Rhimes and all the top women producers in Hollywood. So
All
she's
right,
not one person.
Andrea Catania, put your producer hat on and take us in.
Hello, this is Shonda.
Okay. Hi, I'm so happy to meet you.
Ah, and who is this calling?
My name is Elizabeth Ann Atkins. I am co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and I want to tell you about a remarkable story that is worthy of a film.
Yes, we did. Now that I look at my calendar, we had a 3-minute call scheduled. So please go on.
Sure. Well, it's about my mother. She's one of the most remarkable people ever. She was born in 1946 to an Italian teenage girl and a married black man in Detroit. The Italian family said there will be no N-words in this family. And so she was put in foster care and she was adopted by a black family. The mother was abusive. My mother grew up under being, physically and emotionally abused. And ultimately, she married my father, who was a former Roman Catholic priest in 1966. It caused a huge scandal. The bishop told him they were going to hell. And then I was born. And my father baptized me in the hospital room and said, I'm a princess of peace here to bridge the races. It was right before the Detroit riots and Compton and Watts and all the other, all the other riots were happening. So I've been a princess of peace as a mixed race woman writing and publishing books. Well, she wrote her life story. And it talks about how their love enabled her to become chief judge of Detroit's 36th District Court, a huge court. So people said it wouldn't last 24 hours. It lasted 24 years until my father passed. And now we're carrying on the legacy with her book, which is now a screenplay, which we want made into a movie. And I would like George Clooney to play my father, and I would like Zoe Saldana to play my mother.
I have to say, Elizabeth, Sean Callaghy recommended that I set up this call, and I could see why, because this is moving. You can't make this stuff up. I hear a lot of presentations. I see a lot of original treatments. I mean, this is really fascinating that this is your truth. How far along is the project? Because for me, I'm so busy. I really have to start looking at what I have on my calendar for the next, 24 months. Did you put together a budget for this? I mean, where are you with this? Because it sounds like a pretty large piece of work.
Yeah, we have a screenplay that's been through 10 iterations with multiple people on our writing team to perfect it, to make it the most emotionally gripping story that showcases the love between my parents. So it's a love story, but it's also called The Triumph of Rosemary. That was her
Oh,
birth
good. I've got a meeting that I've got to get into. It's right down the hall. Could we perhaps schedule a follow-up?
I'd love to.
Maybe this Friday.
Please. Thank you.
Okay, I'm free after 5 p.m. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect.
Beautiful job.
Thank you so much, Shonda.
Great
My
job,
pleasure.
Elizabeth. Great job, Andrea. And then Tisha, who would you like Andrea to be?
Okay, so I'm up. Let's stay in the same entertainment genre, but this time, Andrea, you're going to be a A-list actress, celebrity actress. And your name
Anyone
can
in
be Andrea.
particular?
you're Andrea.
Hello, this is Meryl. No, your choice.
We'll make you your own star.
Okay.
All right, take us in.
Hello, this is Andrea.
Andrea, this is Tisha Morris. I'm an entertainment attorney and also host of the podcast Entertainment Business Podcast.
Oh, I've heard of it.
We are so excited about the release of your upcoming movie. Now, I understand it's already getting Oscar buzz. Can you?
Thank you so much for saying. I just want to let you know I only have a few minutes. I've got to run out to my car, so I'm not late. I'm going to be interviewing a couple of folks.
Absolutely. This will only take about a minute of your time. I'd love to have you as a guest on my show. And in doing so, I really want to help get the word out about your movie and your role. And, I think with more publicity, you're very well in the running for an Oscar this year.
Tisha, I'm really honored and certainly flattered to be asked to be on a podcast. So I don't want to sound full of myself, but I'm asked to be on so many podcasts. And right now I have my coworker Tom, who's really kind of screening through. And yes, I have heard of yours. Is there a reason in particular? I mean, I like that you're an entertainment lawyer and so on, but what can you tell me that would compel me to put you ahead of the 6 others that have called in the last couple of days?
Yeah, I get it. So I, like yourself, I know you're a champion of more women in film on the directing side and the acting side, and that's part of our ethos as well. I know this movie, I'm guessing this movie means a lot for you. Is this a pretty much a passion project for you, and what all went into this?
100%, probably more than any film I've made.
Yeah, I would love to help get you as much publicity around this as possible to really boost audience engagement and also critic engagement.
What is your reach, your audience? What platforms are you on? Can you give me a little kind of high level understanding?
Sure. The episodes go out to all major media outlets as far as publicity and getting the word out. We have about 500,000 audience, particularly geared toward the entertainment industry. In addition to paid advertisements to get the reach even further. Is there a particular audience you are trying to reach with this movie?
Men. I already know that the women are interested in this subject, and I am going to have a couple of people that actually taking part in the audition process. So I only have a few.
Can I have my
left.
producer contact your agent and get you booked?
That sounds perfect. I'd love to
Great.
speak with you a little bit more about it if I have questions, but please have your assistant in touch with mine. Her name is Linda.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great job, Tisha. We have Hollywood in the air here today. So great job, Tisha. Great job, Elizabeth. And everyone, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Elizabeth or Tisha, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. And then what is one word on how they left you feeling? One word on how they left you feeling. So let's kick it off with Julia. And Julia, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Elizabeth, please?
Yeah. Elizabeth, I think you did a really great job. You clearly are very passionate about your subject and it's very close to you and you care about getting the message through. My only bit of feedback was I felt like you buried the lead about your role in how this, like your desire to influence the world through being this bridge. Like, yes, it's about your father and your parents and everything, but we're not talking to your father, we're talking to you. And so to see that really, like, why are you here delivering this message and your own role I think highlighting your own role in the efforts and in the initiative really leads it home, brings it home. So to bring that in sooner.
Thank you.
And then it made me feel excited and optimistic. Just the nature of this kind of work and how you see yourself. That's actually what got me the most excited, was like seeing yourself as this bridge between two.
Excited and optimistic, 2 words in one. Julia, that is awesome. Thank you. And let's go. Nay, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Tisha, please?
Tisha, I would like to see more confidence in who you are and what you were about when you were talking to her. Like, boost up that confidence. Like, your titles are your titles for a reason. And it's like, hey, I'm in this industry. I know about this industry. You need to come over here so I could put you out more to what we're trying to do. And be more confident in how you can help her versus her more so being a help to you. When you're going to like big people and things like that, you want to lead with, hey, I can help you. I know you big, but I'm big too. So be more confident. I think that your layout with the podcast and why you wanted to come on, it was good. But just be more confident in it. And as far as how it made me feel like I wanted her to come on your show. I could see the sincerity in you. Like, look, just come over here and do it. I want to help you. You can help me. Let's do it. So it made me feel like, please go do it.
Thank you, Nay.
And Nay, what is your one word on how Tisha made you left you feeling?
Tisha left me feeling hopeful that someone would see her potential in her podcast to come on and actually do the show with her. So hopeful.
I love it. Hopeful. Let's go, Shafiq. Shafiq, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Elizabeth, please?
Yeah, I mean, I echo a lot of what Julia said. I don't mean to say it as a cop-out, but it's true. I mean, I think she was really clear in the story, the backstory, clear. It's something that's personal to her, and that's usually what sells when it comes to storytelling and tapping into the emotions of an audience for them to live vicariously through the story on the screen. The writer has to be attached to it in some way, or at least convey that. And the fact that you have a vested interest, given that it's your own family, your own backstory, was really compelling, and it put me into the story line in a way. Whereas, like, if I were the producer, I would definitely invest, especially if you want to tap into my old friend George Clooney to be the A-lister. So it was definitely compelling. I don't have any like notes in terms of what you could have done differently. I mean, you have.
And so, Shafiq, how about what is your one word on how Elizabeth left you feeling?
There's this type of tongue phenomenon happening right now. Like, there's a word that I want to say, but I don't know what it is. But it's basically like anticipating. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing this come to life. That's the word. That's the phrase.
Come into life. Great job, Shafiq. And let's go, Tris. Tris, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Tisha, please?
Hi. One thing I really liked about how Tisha spoke was the interest that Tisha had in Andrea's character. It wasn't just that Tisha was pitching, it was that she was there trying to understand Andrea's problems, trying to understand Andrea's and displaying that she understood Andrea's industry and trying to see where she could fit in the most. I really, really liked that. There was real interest, and it was almost as if it wasn't really salesy in a certain way. And I really, really liked that. Yeah.
Beautiful. And so what is the one word on how Tisha left you feeling?
I would say interested.
Interested.
Yeah, I'd say that Tisha was interested in Andrea, and I'm interested to see how it works out.
Beautiful. Interested it is. Thank you, Tris. Let's go, Vivica. Vivica, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Elizabeth, please?
My 30 seconds of feedback for Elizabeth. I think one thing that she did really well was bringing the excitement and the enthusiasm to convey her story and why it is so monumental and moving in history, and not only in history, but her parents' life and in her life. I think that was really, really amazing. As far as feedback of what she could have done better, um, I guess something that she could have done better, just to also like iterate what somebody else had mentioned as well. I think Julia maybe mentioned this, is how she could have brought her story more into it and made people feel how, because she's the one speaking, made people feel how it's moved her in her life. We heard that it was
So Vivica,
motivational for her.
this is beautiful feedback, but how about your one word on how she left you feeling?
How she left me feeling. Excited to watch this movie. I could visually see it, so excited.
Excited to watch it. That is awesome. Beautiful, Vivica. And let's go. Andrea, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Tisha?
Tisha, I think you were a phenomenal listener and you came prepared. You asked really good questions and made me feel at ease, and you made me feel special, important. What Oprah liked to do for all of those years, make people feel seen, heard, understood, that what they had to say mattered. And your acknowledgments of things that I said really were felt by me, that you were caring and listening. I would say your questioning was good. Perhaps sometimes varying energy keeps attention. You kept my attention. I'm just giving you that as a little micro optimization. And one word, how you made me feel: special.
Beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you, Andrea Catania. And do we have the one and only Sean Callaghan in the house? I see audio. So let's check in and see if we have him. Do we have Sean? I know he's calling in. So Andrea, you know what time it is.
Ooh.
It is the time of the show, and I do know that he is going to be here. So it is that time in the show. Are you joining us? We cannot hear you. You are not unmuted. Team, can we unmute Sean, please? I think if you're calling through, they might need to press *6 to unmute you.
We have an amazing team. And Bella, if need be, I have 3 scenarios, but you may as well.
Are you there? Okay, so Sean can hear us. So he said to go ahead and give the scenarios. And Andrea, I'll give you what I have, and then if you like one that you have better, then you can choose you. So all of these scenarios, Sean has no idea about any of them because I cooked them up as the show has been going on. Ultimately, Andrea, you get to choose what scenario that we go from hello to yes on. You can choose any one of these scenarios for Sean to go from hello to yes on. Or you can change anything, or you can scrap all my ideas and go with yours instead. So whichever works best for you, Andrea. But I had some fun, so we're gonna share these anyway. Option number 1 is I thought Sean could play the role of Elizabeth, going from hello to yes with Reese Witherspoon, who's also a producer, to produce her movie. And she's done a lot of beautiful movies, and just love her. So that is option number 1. Option number 2, there's an upcoming actress, McKenna Grace, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Sean could be role play Tisha, going from hello to yes with McKenna Grace, come on to our podcast. And then Andrea Catania, option number 3, since Shafiq once kidnapped George Clooney in a movie, obviously they're besties now. And so I thought option number 3 is Sean could role play Shafiq, going from hello to yes with George Clooney, to wear a chocolate dress on the New York runway to raise money to fight against domestic violence, bringing Julia into the mix. So those are the 3 options that I have for you today. Andrea, any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something much harder you'd like to see Sean do?
You are so much fun, Bella. And Every one of them I love, but the third one just made me chuckle the most. So let's go with number 3. I hope Sean can do it. And if he can't, perhaps you can be Sean.
I do think we have him. Sean, do we have you?
Of course. I've been hearing all of this.
Yay!
And hello, and happy Trajectory Tuesday. Appreciate all of your presence. Belvrita, what the heck are you going to make me do today?
Yes. So mixed a couple fun facts. Shafiq, what movie? I don't remember the name of the movie, but Shafiq was in a movie with George Clooney. He actually kidnapped George Clooney in the movie. What was the movie, Shafiq?
It was called Men Who Stare at Goats. It came out in 2009.
2009.
Yeah. I think it's still on Netflix.
Still on Netflix. We'll have to check it out. See Shafiq on the big screen. And Andrea, so do you want Shafiq to play the role of George Clooney, or who do you want to play the role of George Clooney?
You know what? Shafiq did not have enough mic time, and he's up for it. I can tell by the way he's nodding his head. Shafiq, are you up for it?
Way to put me on the spot. So,
So Sean, Shafiq will play the role of George Clooney, and Julia was saying once she wore a chocolate dress that was made out of chocolate beads on the runway. So you're going to go from Hello to Yes with George Clooney to wear a chocolate dress at the next New York Fashion Week to raise money for domestic violence.
Okay, and who am I?
Let's go. You're Julia.
Got it. Okay. And okay. Hi, is Mr. Clooney available?
Yes, speaking. Who may I?
Hey, Mr. Clooney. This is Julia. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
We did. I didn't get that from my assistant. Anne.
Oh boy.
Did you schedule a 3-minute call for me today? Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay. You gotta give me. Sure. Sorry, I didn't know that was happening today. But you know what? You seem like an amazing person. 3 minutes. Time is starting. Let's go. I gotta run to set in the next 5 minutes, and I'm producing it. And they're already pissed at me for throwing rocks at the DP. Yeah. So let's get this ball rolling, baby.
Yeah. So listen, Mr. Clooney, this seems like a very bad time for you. I definitely don't want to put you under any pressure. If you want to reset, if you had an administrative glitch, totally understand.
No, we're wasting time. Let me go. Let me hear it.
Okay. So, well, to hear it is, my first question was going to be, why did you even accept this conversation in the first place? Because what it's about, obviously, you don't know about unless your assistant happened to mention to you, which was a charitable event, an impact moment. And I think none of this has probably been presented to you already. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is definitely a curveball for me, but I'm listening. You got my attention, so I'm all ears.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. I am clear. So, Mr. Clooney, I don't pitch. So what I'm here to share is got to fit into what makes sense for you. But what your assistant told me was that you have a massive desire to continue to expand your charitable imprint and footprint and impact overall. And so is that correct? And if I could ask, with all the accomplishments you've had, all the success, why do you still do what you do? Why are you still producing movies? Why do you do charitable things? You had accomplished so much already. What's the why behind this? And I will keep this for the final 2 minutes we have left, but I want to make sure that anything I'm talking about even makes sense for you in the first place. So why do you keep doing all the things you do, Mr. Clooney?
Yeah, I mean, I clearly have an altruistic bone in my body. I mean, I wouldn't have married the most amazing international lawyer in the world if I didn't. And I think also it's, for all the years I've been advocating for Darfur, it's not coming because I just do it, out of vanity, right? I definitely care about things that are impactful and that can change. And I mean, the reason I'm in the film industry is, I started Smokehouse Productions with Grant because I love storytelling and telling stories that have impact and meaning beyond the entertainment. So if this is about impact and it's not it's actually impactful, you have my attention.
Awesome. Okay, so from that place, Mr. Clooney, in the minute or so that we have, here's what I have to share. So I've recently met somebody named Sean Callagy through this incredible woman, Andrea Cattaneo. And Sean Callagy's had a tremendous amount of unique success in raising money for charity. He is currently the #1 business podcast in the world on Apple Business Podcasts. a top 15 overall podcast, and he's shattered crazy fundraising records. So all I'm here to talk to you about is how you can raise more money and create more impact for your charitable causes overall, leverage through integrity, impact, fun, and magic. And all I want to say to you is there's credibility to back it up. People like Tony Robbins, he's interviewing Tom Brady, Mike Tyson, David Maisel created the Marvel Cinematic Universe. These are all people that he's had very credible, impactful experiences with. Ralph Macchio, Charlie Sheen, etc. And all we're proposing is a 30-minute conversation so we could show you a mechanism, Mr. Clooney, to 5X your charitable fundraising. And with a fun, couple quick, interesting thoughts about what you might be able to do that. We don't want you to write a check. We want to raise more money for you and build an integrous, impactful relationship. The simple question is, as you run off to do what you do, as the impact player you are, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation about 5Xing your charitable raise, nothing out of your pocket, not a fee for doing it. What do we get out of it? We get to raise more money for the charitable causes that we care about, and we get to begin to get to know each other and co-create more. We'll unpack how and when and what in that 30-minute follow-up. Anything else I can answer before I let you go? And if not, how would it resonate with you to have your assistant schedule a 30-minute follow-up?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, send me whatever material you have. I'll give you my assistant's contact information. They're gonna go through their filtering and figure out if it's legitimate. And
I'm
if
definitely
so,
not going to do that. I'm not doing that. So I love you. You're amazing. We're amazing.
Yeah.
We're busy too. So it's a yay or a nay for the scheduling. I don't send information. I'm not going through a filter. And you're incredible. Incredible. No doubt about it. And we're talking to other A-list Hollywood celebrities. We're looking for one. You're our top selection. It's a 30-minute meeting. And I'm saying this with great respect, Mr. Clooney. As you would, Sean Callagy and I are not sending information. It's going to get filtered. It's going to go nowhere. It's embarrassing for us. It's not going to get through to you. So simply put, sound good for 30 minutes. If it doesn't, God bless everything you do in the world. We remain enormous fans. So can we schedule it or not? What say you?
do you want to schedule a 30-minute call with me without any preemptive information for me to look over for due diligence?
Your assistant already looked at the information. That's why she put us in the 3-minute call that your team dropped the ball on and screwed this up. I'm saying with great respect. You're unprepared. I'm not.
Okay. I like the audacity. Sure. Let's schedule a 30-minute meeting. Let's see.
And that same audacity is going to 5X your charitable fundraising. I know that you know who you are, but we're going to show you who we are as well. Thank you, Mr. Clooney. God bless. And I'll set this meeting up with your assistant and have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Shafiq, outstanding job. I love the pushback. I love the elements, the dynamics. Great work, sir, as George Clooney. Love it. I love the references of who he's married to and all the up close and personal details you have. Super cool. They kidnapped in a movie. And Shafiq, how was your time today on The Heart of Influence?
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, how was your time today on The Heart of Influence?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a wonderful time. It was definitely a great follow-up. I was at the New Jersey live event, Unleashed Unblinded event in New Jersey back in October. So I got to see a lot of this live, and to be back with the same community, it feels amazing.
Awesome. Well, Shafiq, welcome back. It's an honor and privilege. My apologies for not being on camera. I had a meeting with the top 30 accounting firm in the country today for one of our certification partners. Ran late. I'm in a vehicle in Houston. But thank you for being here today, Shafiq, and it's an honor and a privilege. Great job. Bella Verita, we have some other fine friends.
We do have some other fine friends. Let's go, Julia. Julia, we brought your chocolate dress into the mix. Incredible background as a mission-driven woman. And Julia, how was your time with us on The Heart of Influence?
Yeah, this has been really fun. I definitely needed something mixed up in my day. That's been back-to-back meetings and pro formas. And so this has been a really, really delightful, unique experience. So thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. Hey, Julia, Sean Callagy here again, and thank you. Can I ask this question? I mean, in all sincerity, how much did the dress melt? Like, how did that melt?
I was curious too.
Yeah, so I was wearing a slip underneath the main dress construction, and they kept it very, very cold in the studio, but it did melt a little bit just like here where it touched my arms. But aside from that, yeah, it was impressive how I was surprised how much it stayed solid. It was just pretty chilly.
Well, that is super cool. We've had 9,000 people on this show. We've run 2,000 episodes. You are the first chocolate dress wearer, and that is definitely a top 20 fun and interesting, cool, fun fact. So, Julia, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Julia. Let's go to our Goddess show producer, best-selling author, 60 books, absolutely incredible. Elizabeth, how was your time with us on The Heart of Influence?
It was really a unique and fun experience. I'm really grateful to connect with all of you. So thank you so much.
How many books? That's
Yeah, I've
incredible.
written and published more than 60 books, ranging from erotica to business books to memoirs. And I'm ghostwriting 3 right now. And my Goddess Power book is this one. It's the first in a 6-part series. And I'm all about empowering women through my retreats and my podcast. And it all is rooted in my biggest story, which is This Is My Mother's Book, which I was talking about earlier. So yeah, I love to write. Pardon?
Amazing. So you're the one.
Yeah, I'm the
Bella
one.
has 3 of your erotica books on the nightstand. Bella, back to you.
That is hysterical. You're funny, Sean. You are funny. Great job, Elizabeth.
Thank
And
you.
yes, you've left me speechless. Thanks for that, Sean. Let's go to our entertainment attorney by day, feng shui master by night. Also doing a fantastic job in the participant seat. 5-time best-selling author, Tisha. How was your time with us on The Heart of Influence?
This has been a great experience. I didn't really know what to expect. It was my first time with the Heart of Influence or the Unblinded team, and it was such a great time. And I look forward to more. I appreciate bringing such great people together. So if that was you, Vivica, very, very nice job, and great to meet everyone here today. So thank you.
Amazing. Tisha, thanks for being here today, and congratulations on all of your impact and success.
Thank you.
Bella Verita, I'm sorry, it was 4 books on our nightstand, but yes, Bella, back to you.
Yes, thank you for that, Sean Callaghy. And we have all kinds of like a Hollywood theme going here. Tris, who was you're in movies, right, with Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe. And we got whole Hollywood theme, transformational wellness coach. And Tris, how was your time with us on The Heart of Influence?
Oh, I had such a blast, especially with that last, I guess, improv with Bahu and Sean playing George Clooney, and I learned so much about, there's certain things that Sean said, like, "Oh, I'm not pitching," and hearing, "I'm not gonna do that," because my former business coach once told me that the most power you'll ever have is on this first call. So the more you get filtered, the more you get pushed down the line, you're gonna have less and less and less give. And so I love the firmness that was never aggressive. It was just absolute. I learned so much, and I'm so grateful to have been part of this.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
Interesting. Yeah, Sean Callaghy here. That's very, very gracious and very generous. And what we always analyze, and we talk to people about analyzing right up front, is, are you dealing with a growth-minded person or growth-driven first, or are you dealing with somebody who's significance, ego-driven, or certainty-driven? And for you to be able to say what you just did, brother, means you're growth-driven by definition. And really appreciate it. And it's always so powerful, attractive, magnetic, beautiful to meet growth-driven people. And I honor that. Thank you for that. And I'm sure you've created massive impact in all the beautiful things you've done. And I do say this in reality, everyone, that's not just a role play. I was in a meeting in Houston firm today, and I broke eggs all over the room. It was amazing. This is, $1 billion firm. We had the CEO, COO, CTO, CIO. We had, 12 different C-level and organizational leaders, wonderful group of people. But they're like, all right, what's your pitch? Right off the bat, I'm like, I don't have a pitch. Like, I'm here, by the way, I don't do meetings like this. I'm here in Houston because Lance McGee is a certification partner. So with great respect to y'all, I don't come to meetings like this. I'm here for Lance. So you have an hour of my time because of Lance. How can I help? Because if you had everything you want, I wouldn't be sitting here. So we could talk about Parcheesi. We could talk about the Astros, the NFL playoffs. We could talk about, the Texans. What do you want to talk about? Because you don't have what you want. That's why I'm sitting here. And I literally started the meeting that way. Massive disruption, never ending. And it's not out of ego, it's just truth. Like, what if influence is nothing more and nothing less than the loving pursuit of the relevant truth? And it was a total truth. I was bitching, frustrated, didn't want to go to Texas, didn't want to be at this meeting. I did it for Lance. I told the truth. And then truth flowed. So, yeah, thank you for that, Tristan. Really great job. Honored to meet you. Bella Verita.
Thank you, Tris. Thank you, Sean. And that takes us to, let's go, Nay, who had a dream of being an attorney, Sean, until she was in grade school and got detention. And when she got detention, she thought that her life was over and she could no longer become an attorney, as a super fun fact. Yes. And so, Nay, how was your time with us on The Heart of Influence? Oh, just unmute for us, Nay.
It was very interesting. I like controversy, and I like, especially when it comes to business, I like the responses that everyone gave. I like the pushback, and I especially like Sean's approach with everything. Like, hey, like I was telling Tisha, come with that confidence. Like, I am who I am. Who are you? Let's get this ball rolling. I love straight to the point things. So this whole experience was, for one, it was confirming. It was a confidence builder, and it was fun. It was interesting. It was very interesting.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for being here. Honor and privilege. And it is fun, right? And what if we could have fun in getting to the truth in business? No posturing, no positioning, just truth. So thank you for that, Nay. And Bill.
Yeah. I do want to say one thing about you. I watched one of your videos. You were talking about how you were blind, and when you were born, your mother was kind of distraught. When my son was born, he was born with hearing loss. And I remember feeling that way and questioning, like, what am I going to do? How's my son going to live? But he's an all-A student. He speaks, he can hear, he plays basketball. He's like phenomenal. He's very smart. He makes beats. So that was very heart-touching to me when I watched one of your videos.
Nay, you made me cry. Not just get emotional, not just tear up, legitimately cry. Thank you. And if ever your son wants to interact, I'd be happy to. And the greatest superpower in the world is the ability to cause yes. And my heart is heavy for his journey. The dynamic of listening, right, and hearing is such a critical important component part influence. So be happy to have an interaction in any way I could support and serve in the future, because I'm a stand for people that are resilient, overcome, or growth-minded. And it sounds like you're an amazing mom, and he's an amazing young man. So congratulations, and I am here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was an honor. It was an honor.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Nick.
And
Bella Verita.
one last co-producer before we get to our producer, Vivica. Fantastic job in the feedbacker seat. Learned to juggle over the Thanksgiving holiday. Content developer, leader, and how was your time with us on The Heart of Influence?
My time on Heart of Influence was absolutely amazing. I love the pushback that Shafiq gave Sean, and it was just amazing. I had a really, really good time, and I love that everybody had that very same experience.
Vivica, thanks for being here. Excited to continue to develop the connectivity between you all, and love the concept of content creation. The world needs more great content, which I'm sure you're a part of putting out there. So thanks for being here today, Vivica.
Beautiful. And that takes
Bella
us to
and Harita.
Yes, that takes us to, hello, Emily wants to make an appearance. That takes us to Andrea Catania. Andrea Catania, your short final, since we are over time on your show.
There's nothing like this on the planet. And we call what Sean demonstrated the magic moment for a reason. And I know you didn't miss the magic. Many of us, myself included, disruption is such an important up-leveling to enable us to get to that yes, where someone is going to be attracted to your leadership. And I thought he did a great job. And you all brought so much beautiful energy to this experience. And be in touch with each other and be in touch with me. Bella, back over to you.
So, yeah, well, thank you, Andrea. Thank you, everybody. Sean jumping in. My fun fact for today is the meal we're about to have is at a restaurant called The Hobbit, which is straight out of Lord of the Rings in Houston. Love theme restaurants. Gandalf is there, like Spiegel. It's like fun and crazy. So The Hobbit, Houston, Texas is my fun fact for today. And Bella Rita, thank you for driving. Apologies for being not on cam and for being late and dropping on the magic moment. Bella Rita, wonderful job. As always, Bella is a heart center impact player. Great job, Andrea Catania, bringing these wonderful folks together. And Bella, your final as we round the bend and bring it home.
Yeah, my final is just great job, everyone. You know, really is designed so you guys can meet each other. So continue those relationships. Andrea and the team will help facilitate those. Really great job, everyone. Thank you for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Yes, and I'll have you know, Bella Rita, that they have like 100 different kinds of mead, and I don't drink. So that was a fascinating reality. Every type of mead you could ever possibly think about is on this menu with the amazing Lance McGee in the house. So final. We don't have enough ability to create yeses and all the yeses we need to create. That's why we've created ACTI, the cutting edge of all AI plus the unblinded formula in the world. Nothing like it on the planet. And we are about integrity. That's truth. If you want to have a conversation with one of our agents, open your heart, blow your mind. It's available. Let this be the beginning, not the end. Talk to each other. Talk to Andrea. Without a doubt, have a conversation with one of our agents if you want more in the world. That's why we're doing all the things we're doing in the world with incredible people. I had the blessing and privilege of interviewing Mike Tyson this upcoming Saturday. He's coming to our headquarters, Tom Brady on December 15th, and all these other incredible people that have helped us, become battling back and forth for number 1, number 2 business podcast on Apple. We woke up the charts. People freaking out. It came out of nowhere. And that's not because I was born that way. I failed freshman high school geometry for the year, an introvert that ate lunch by myself in my car for most of my sophomore year in college, before later becoming unanimous baseball captain at Columbia. It's a science that looks like magic, the ability to attain the only human superpower, the ability to call yes. So in closing, it goes like this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain that the possibilities for acceleration, they sit right in front of all of us. But those possibilities sitting in front of our face, we could all use a little unblinding. Because with everything right in front of our very eyes, the money, the time, the magic, the impact, everything we're seeking sitting right in front of our eyes, the challenge, Bella, Rita, and Andrea, is that at some level, unfortunately, we are all blind,